Hello, Libra. I hope you're doing well with this Venus retrograde. I hope it's not stirring things up too much for you. And I hope April, as well as this month, will be very good for you. Let's get started. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, so I suggest watching your Ascendant and Moon sign video because it could be very insightful for you. Let's start off with a standard shuffle to mix the cards up a little bit because I've done a couple readings before this. So visually pleasing to do that. If you hear someone snoring in the background, it's my dog. I'm in my living room right now because I didn't feel like cleaning my room. So if you hear my dog, I'm sorry if it's kind of annoying. Perhaps I'll add a little bit of music to these videos in the background or something. Kind of drown that out because that's annoying, right? I think it's annoying. It's annoying sitting here and listening to it, but you know, he's old and he's a cute little dog, so. And I got a cute cat next to me that you can't see yet, so. Alright. General love reading for Libra in May 2017, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Alright. Now, get started. Hermit, Empress, and Reverse. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Reverse, the High Priestess. Okay, I'm gonna already say you guys have a pretty powerful reading. So let me move this stuff over so that all this stuff has room. I like it for it to be a moment. Ten of Wands reverse, Justice upright, Six of Wands upright, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And you are not the only person that have that for another reading. I can go this way out too. Alright, so your present position is the Hermit. So that means like enlightenment, spiritual learning, going in yourself and seeking answers, being isolated from others and finding truth. Okay? So your current influence is the Empress in reverse. Okay? So I'd probably say you're probably not yourself right now. You're probably doing things that don't match your morals per se. I'm gonna go find that card in this deck. These have the meanings on it and kind of read that to you. Well, first off, the Hermit card here says represents the search for answers to life's problems. Withdraw in order to find answers to your questions. Peace and quiet make decisions cautiously. Take advice from others. Predict a meeting with someone who will defend, inspire, or protect you. Possible vacation or sabbatical. Follow your heart and not the crowd. So I would say, basically what this said, in order to find answers to your relationship problems, you need to go within yourself and you need to be and solitude, and that's how you'll find those answers. They won't come from anyone else. Now it says your current influence, and this is the Empress of the universe. It says infertility, sterility, fear and anxiety, trouble at home, personal and relationship problems due to extravagance and overspending. Life is out of balance, focus on material belongings, possible psychological problems, no personal growth, war, hunger, sickness, loss of possession. So, I'd say you're probably overindulging and spending that's affecting the relationship. It's kind of a no-brainer because that's basically almost every sign this month. Their relationships are affecting money is being affected by the relationship. So, right. So you're overindulging in things. You're not being very grounded in what you decide to spend your money on, and that's having a big effect on your relationship currently because maybe you guys don't have enough money to go out. And you really just want to go out with like have a significant other, but you're spending your money on all these other things that you probably should have saved it for. And then the Queen of this is your goal or destiny, the Queen of Wands. Your goal or destiny is to be a very strong, passionate woman that understands emotions but still goes and gets what she wants. Someone that's not selfish, someone very selfless. That's like, hey, this is what I need to do. I'm taking charge, but I'm going to be considerate of how you feel too. But I expect this in return. If not, I can cut you off with that. Right? You want to be that strong, independent woman. You want to be more fiery. You want to be more passionate. You want your relationship to have more passion and fire in it. You want to be valued very highly. And then your influences of distant past is the King of Pentacles. And this is an earth sign, so I'd say maybe the person you're with or you're talking to is a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Ascendant, Sun, or Moon. And so I would say about that, this person is probably well off financially, and they're probably not happy with you overspending and indulging this month in yourself. So the answers to this problem is when looking at yourself and reevaluating who you are and finding your spiritual truth and going with that answer because that came to you on your own, and that's usually the correct one. It could be looking at all these cards. It could be maybe you're in a relationship, right, and you're talking to someone else, and so this person is very persistent on trying to be with you or getting you to break up with someone, whatever. But I feel like this is definitely your significant other, and they definitely have their terrible intentions and everything good going for them. And your goal, right, is to be the Queen of Wands, and they're very opposite in a way. She's very in control of her passions and her lust and her anger, and she's very cool toned, but can jump in a minute. She's well guarded. She has her guard up, but it's not too up to where she can't let anyone in. And he's very calm and his finances are very important to him. So just know that you guys are a little bit fundamentally different, but don't think that it's this polarity because it's not. And then next, this is your recent past events, and I would say in your relationship there's been a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, and you haven't been at peace. And your significant other hasn't been in peace. You lay down at night and you continue to think about things that bother you about in your relationship, or you're in bed and you want to go to sleep, but that person next to you is really bothering you, and you don't really want them next to you. It could be you had a calm period in your relationship and now you're out of it. But this is usually your past, right? This is very recent. So recently there was a lot of fighting and a lot of arguing in the relationship. And then the High Priestess is future influence. Okay. Before I talk about that, I'm going to go back to the Hermit, right? You're finding answers within yourself, right? And she's all about knowledge and intuition. So in order to find the answers to help to solve your relationship, you need to use your intuitions and you need to go inside and find the answers. You need to look at your morals. You need to stop overindulging and then spend time alone and figure out what you need to do in order to heal this broken relationship. It's all about your intuition, and maybe perhaps it's another woman in your life that you seek advice from that's very intuitive or like witchy or spiritual or anything like that that might help you with your answers and healing and helping your relationship. And then for your present attitude is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So upright, this card means completion of a type of argument or a battle, a completion of work, completion in general. So flip-flop, it's incomplete. Your passions, they're becoming toxic to you. You're spending too much time on things that don't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and pull that card out of this deck to give you more insight because I can't hurt. It's just very a little longer. So. Oh, and also with this High Priestess is you need to remain calm, and that's being the bigger person. And you need to go in of being alone and isolated in order to tap into your gut and your intuition. I know I kind of already said that, but I had that card in front of me, so might as well give you some insight. Okay, Ten of Wands in reversed. It says, frustration, complacency. You have been doing the same thing for too long. If a lawsuit or court case is pending, you lose. Lies and intrigue. Someone makes trouble for you. Bad luck plagues you for several months. A major change in your life will improve your outlook. And this is your present attitude. So your present attitude is you're extremely frustrated in your love life. It's very prevailing, and any type of action you take will end up not working for you. So trying to speak to this person rationally will not work for you. That is why you need to go inside and find your answers and see what you need to do instead of relying on court or someone else or your normal Libra ability to balance out. You need to find your intuition and connect with that. But you have to be alone and isolated when you do that. Okay? And then next we have justice and the position of environmental influences. So this seems like a parent or some sort of authority type figure that's trying to help you balance out your relationship. This could be you. You could be trying to be fair and have rules and things like that, but then this person is screwing that up. Your normal approach to things aren't working. It could be that your environment's treating you both fairly. It could be that there's it could be many things that. So whatever resonates with you about that's probably what it is. And then next, for innermost emotions is hope and hope of growth and hope of victory and such things, but you will not achieve this victory um, by doing things the ordinary way of trying to be fair to this person and thinking things through. You need to trust your gut and your intuition. That you flip this card around and you'll be more peaceful. That's how you'll find your answer to that. It's in your gut. And then looks like the outcome is the Four of Pentacles and Reverse. So we're gonna pull that card out of here, and we're gonna look at that because I want to give you more insight on that, more than what I can tell you. But what I can tell you is your financial situation is being flipped upside down, and you need to hold on tighter to your money than you ever have because you're overindulging. Okay, the other half of that deck. Oh. Okay, so it says in the reverse, it says, guard your possessions. Someone may try to separate you from your money. Possible theft or embezzlement, lack of control over events and circumstances, change the world around you and will happen whether you like it or not. Poor chances for a promotion. Someone may cheat you out of payment for services. So, this kind of does not. Maybe you work at the same place as your significant other, perhaps, but I don't think this has much to do with your significant other. I'm thinking, well, for one, maybe this person's trying to, if we take away finances from this person's probably trying to manipulate you or cheat you or not steal from you, but they'll be like, well, I spent all my money, so I need to borrow some money from you. But in reality, they spent their money on things that they shouldn't have, and they told you they were going to. Maybe. And then it's also a chance, like when I said that, what did I say? And where did I say this? I don't even know what I was about to say. But, despite that, I also think that perhaps maybe it's your significant other. This is what I'm saying. Perhaps maybe it's your significant other that's not, let me say this, your significant other is the one that's overindulging and spending and that don't have any money, for anything. And so you need to go deep within you to find a solution to this problem. Okay? I usually use this deck as like an oracle deck because they have meaning, so I'm going to pull out the advice card for you, Libra. I'm going to give you some advice on how to deal with this in the future, anything like that. So, Divine Universe, do you have any messages you would like to tell Libra Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in regards to love in May 2017? This is the King of Swords reverse. It signifies a male over 40, conceals his emotions, a very intelligent and dangerous man, cruel and self-centered, he plots against you, sadistic and manipulative, enjoys causing suffering and trouble. Look out only for his own interests. Watch out for his actions. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. I think that this person is it could be you, but I think that this person is overindulging. And this person's not being very honest with you where their money's going, and it's definitely affecting their relationship because you guys aren't spending time together away from your home and away from your works and your work and your jobs. It may not be that they're lying. It could just be a lack of communication or issues communicating. But I feel like this person is definitely manipulating you. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I suggest watching your Ascendant and Moon video as well. To get more insight and for a better overview of what's in store for you as far as love in May 2017. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope all goes well for you, Libra.